Your life, sir.
Not that I care to keep. Just want to keep it out there. Oh, damn it. This skirt keeps falling out. Alright. Well, Santa does this. Have you ever seen Santa's pants?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, so Santa does wear pants.
He does.
Well, I assume so.
What a dirty mind. I was thinking of him without pants on. And listening to that Santa baby too much.
Well, that'd definitely make those chimney cams a lot worse if he wasn't wearing pants.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That was chafing.
Just
That was chafing.
Santa's balls.
So we did the intro. Okay, this is what's really happening, and we started off talking about these guys. We got a very smart group of people in here today. Tyler, he let me know that crank is cocaine dabs.
Pretty much. It's just, I think it's Coke that they boil down into a concentrate, right?
You know, I just know it's whatever they do to it, it's a lot cheaper and a lot more accessible than regular cocaine.
I know the Wu-Tang Clan did it on a hot plate in a fucking,
I believe that.
yeah.
And but to, you know, it is like super Coke though, which is not good. It sounds so. We got a disclaimer that is in promoting it because Super Coke will be kind of like the fentanyl of Coke chains. So that is bad.
Yeah, fentanyl's pretty strong stuff.
Yeah. So we got we got a pretty educated group of guests today.
Thanks, man.
We're saying that kind of stuff in front of Jack Chang, who he is not a big background in degrees in not quite a doctor, not like in a hospital setting. But
Wow.
Jack, you do
A licensed acupuncturist.
yeah, the holistic
Trainer of
wise.
hypnotherapy as well.
Yeah, it's the man right there, Camacho. Wait, we're talking about born and raised.
Well, born in New York.
Okay, so knows how rough the streets are out there. And you had to come to San Mateo to get away from all that.
Well, more for getting away from the East Coast weather.
And,
Who wants to shovel snow all winter long?
you guys been to New York?
I've been a few times, yeah.
Rough, huh?
Yeah, only for a couple days and usually during the summer. I want to say every time I've gone, it's been in that window between like June and August.
Yeah, so, the Wu-Tang Clan are from. Have you anyone of you met the Wu-Tang Clan?
No.
I wish.
Are there not anyone to mess with? Wu-Tang Clan.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I give off the vibe that I hang out with rappers. Would love to. I think I'd be able to good time with them, but you
I'm
know.
feeling
Jared,
that vibe.
Jared can actually rap quite well. Spit some bars, Jared.
Oh my god. No, he's lying.
Yeah, I'm not getting it. Yeah, because I'm getting the same kind of vibe that I did the hip hop show once a month. I would do it, and they wanted me to freestyle. That was my reaction. I tried, and I would just say a word over and over just to kind of bail me out of it.
Yeah.
Because I don't really do
Lyrical,
that
spiritual, miracle. You know, you
just keep saying it over and over until they're like, well, we let him have the mic, and he tried. But that was it's supposed to be a talent anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's certainly something to it. I think the ability to, quickly rhyme words together. But like I hear like in interviews for like Eminem, he talk about how he would just sit and like practice it. So by the time I think you're freestyling, like you've kind of done the same runs of rhymes probably a couple times over, and you just take advantage of the fact, because he called it filling up ammo.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes it sounds like he's rapping like a semi-auto.
Yeah. Yep.
We were talking about me and Jack Chang. We were talking about Matt Rife the other day.
Yeah.
And we were talking about the look. Like he's known as being hot, and so he said you don't have the look of your rapper, Jared.
Oh, to hang out with rappers. I don't
to
think.
hang out.
Yeah, you imagine I'm on like an EP with like the Wu-Tang Clan. I think I'd stick out.
You got big manager energy, Jared.
we got all three of you are very good looking, but unfortunately I'm straight. Nothing will be happening. But the Matt Rife, like what's the big deal? We were having a whole conversation over dinner about how he's hot and how he blowing up and his looks. Like, has he ruined it for other hot male comedians?
I don't know, man. You think of guys like Jesselnick and like Dane Cook, like there have been hot comedians before Matt Rife. I think the funny thing is, like, did you ever see him when he was on Wild and Out?
Oh, yeah.
He used to be like a skinny, goofy looking kid, and like he's a legit comedian. I actually have a friend who I want to say Matt Rife started when he was like 15 or 16, and I had a friend who was a child comic like with him.
He's pretty funny now. I don't know about the Wild and Out if he was so funny, but he's funny now.
He's good.
Oh, yeah.
There's like a girl on that show, a pale white girl that they have that he makes me think of that it's not that's very not funny, and she just makes a lot of noises.
I think I know who you're talking about. I can't place the name though.
Maddie, she's very not funny though.
Is she attractive? Is she on the show because she's attractive?
I think that's what it is. She's supposed to be attractive, but no butt.
She's supposed to be attractive.
But she has no butt, and so she's flat. They nickname her the flat booty.
Oh, that's horrible.
But she's white, so she's got to put up with it. I mean, that's the thing about the Wild and Out. You got to be happy just to be the honorary. Like that's a lot of her. She talks about how she's white, surrounded by white being on a black show. Which is weird, but I guess that's.
It is funny to see almost like a token reverse situation where you got like 90% of the cast black, and then it's almost like Jim Carrey when he was on In Living Color. Yeah.
But it helped him out. Well, I guess it doesn't take much to get helped out these days.
What makes you say that?
But it's okay. I was thinking about this, like, I was wondering if Matt Rife, not him, but I'm thinking Taylor Swift she's not that great, but she blew up because she's marketed well. Oh, well, I was thinking of Bert Kreischer, not a funny guy. Horrible. Jack, you know Bert Kreischer?
Not so much.
This is why he's got a lot of potential in the comedy. Doesn't know the people that aren't good. But he was marketed so well. I went to go see his horrible movie. It's called The Machine.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah,
not good.
It was goofy. But to your point, his ability to promote himself and being a businessman, that alone, like masterclass. And he's self-admitted when he did an interview with Louis C.K. and he was like, if I was half as good as you, I'd be even bigger. So he's aware that like his skill relative to his success is not,
He's a personality. He's not a stand-up. Really.
Yeah. I don't know him personally. I don't know about his personality.
He's done a lot of early in his
character. Okay.
Yeah. Well, and early in his career, he was on a lot of reality TV shows. He had like Hurt Burt, and then he had a couple other ones. I don't know. Tyler's a big fan of Bert Kreischer, so he'd actually know a lot more than me.
I went to a show in the SAP Center, man, and I feel like I finally know what it's like to be at a MAGA rally.
Oh, is he a Trump fan?
I don't know if he is, but his fan base definitely are.
I was gonna. Yeah, you mentioned it. I was amazed because I heard you don't like the Trump. Shout out to Marjorie Taylor Greene. I was listening. One of my past guests here. I was listening to her on the way here. MAGA rally though. Why for the Bert Kreischer? He's not.
It's just.
It's not political though.
No, it's not political. It was just. He's got a pretty conservative fan base.
Oh.
And
all right.
one point in the show, he rose his arms up and started singing "God Bless America,"
Oh yeah.
and the crowd joined in, and there was like eagles flying and shit. It was funny. It was really funny.
God bless America has become
Yeah.
racist. How like where's this country come where like all right, let's sing the anthem. That's racist. Like ooh.
Yeah, it is funny that it's to be patriotic is now to be anti-woke, I think.
There is an element of that for sure. It seems. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love. I suppose. Well, I'm just from here, so I was born in the USA, so I should like where I'm from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I think if you're, I think it's funny when people are so against their own country. It's like, well, you're from here. You should at least want to, I don't know, tend to the
And I'm
garden you
straight,
belong
so.
to. There you go.
It's kind of like you have to accept your identity to work on improving it.
Yeah.
Where a lot of these people, it kind of just seems like they're trying to distance themselves away from it as much as possible, even though it's a core part of their identity. They are American, they are from here.
Yeah, like I don't know. If you are anti-American, I do feel like maybe you should be on a watch list, and maybe we're not really tapping you too much. Just like put you on a list, just in case. Just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case, right? Right? Jack, I want to say I wanted to say Mr. Chang for some reason. Like, well, my fellow hometown. Well, yeah. When did you touch down in San Mateo?
Back in 2004, 2005.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. I was
Quite a while.
But you got a book right here. 7 Secrets to Becoming an Influential Speaker. I had no idea any of this stuff until not long ago. Jack, past guest on here, when we had needles in our necks.
Oh wow.
Hold it up to your camera.
Oh yeah.
Right there.
How's the acupuncture going? It was
Okay.
acupuncture. That's
Okay, I mean, definitely helping a lot of people. And one of the things that a lot of people miss as a physician is what's going on up here
Mm-hmm.
in the brain, the headspace.
Yeah.
Because if you're not able to solve that, then the person will keep doing their bad habits and keep on coming back. Once you get them to realize that things need to change, they make the changes, and it's much easier to be able to solve their problem.
What's the acupuncture best known for? Wait, yes. What's best for? Yeah, best for. What's it best for?
Pain management, anxiety, and probably some PTSD type stuff.
Okay, I don't have that anymore. I was having nightmares of killing people for not anymore.
Was it before or after your last girlfriend?
No, it was after. No, those aren't so bad. It was the getting the ran over thing. I had a thing about justice. For a while, a thing about justice. Isn't that weird? And then so when I ran over, I was like, dang it! Am I against justice now? I really want to get some. But I got the titanium in the leg now.
Are you bionic now?
I found out I don't think I'm quite bionic. I just think it's I don't think it's as great as I thought it was. I don't want it if it like hurts sometimes with acupuncture needles mess up titanium.
No. We'll probably bring the pain levels down for any kind of nerves that's in the area.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Kind of want to try it now.
Wait, why do you have a titanium in your leg?
Oh yeah, I got ran over here in the city. Yeah.
Yeah, Santa Claus ran him over.
Oh dear.
Yeah, no, it was summertime. It was summertime. He
was on vacation.
he jacked me for my
You needed to take back the present. That he
I don't know.
gave.
Maybe it was around Halloween because it was maybe they were doing early Halloween. I guess it was August, but maybe it was early Halloween because all these guys ran up to my vehicle with masks on. I was caught off guard.
Were they wearing Squid Game masks or?
It was it was a ski mask, but they had the holes because they got to see where they're going, because they were driving, That would have been awesome though. Like if they couldn't see where they're going and then they hit me, crashed into me, and they try to rob me without the eye holes and all that. That'd have been hilarious. But I was just like, yeah, what is going on here? It's not Halloween yet. Yeah, that happened. But, it's like not just Jack, but Jack of all trades here. You got author and hypnotist. And what all do you do here?
Well, I also play the ukulele, and I'm getting into comedy.
Cool, man.
Nice.
How long did it take you to write the book?
About less than a year. It took longer to actually go through the process of publishing it than to actually write it.
Okay.
Yeah, doesn't it take like over a year for an editor to go through and
Depends on the people that you hire.
It smells good too.
That's important.
Yes.
I hate it when a book smells like shit.
For a book.
Yeah, if it smells like shit, that means it's been in the bathroom. When the magazine racks.
Yeah.
And
is that what you do with your books?
No, I gotta hurry up because the cat hangs out outside the door. And, sometimes she looks underneath and hey, hold on, I'm coming out. So I can't take my time much. I do make sure to wash my hands.
That's good.
Because that's rude.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's kind of wild that people don't always wash their hands when they go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of foreign to me. Just thinking about it. No, I'm not. I don't want to shake that person's hand.
Yeah.
I used to work in the strip clubs over here on the Broadway, and I would work in the bathroom, and sometimes the position where you walk the floor and say, "Hey, you okay? Yeah, he's ripping you off. Is he paying you enough for the lap dancer?" But I'd be in the bathroom and some soap spray, sir. Want to buy some of this other stuff? But sometimes they oh. Yeah, sure, I'll buy some of that. So, yeah, I feel like getting messed up tonight. Yeah, but you don't want soap? Bro, come on. They say, no, I'm good. Wow, they act like they're nervous of it. No, I'm good. I want to touch these ladies with my poopy hands.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, well, at the end of the night, they probably take acid baths or something. So 7 secrets to becoming an influential speaker.
Yes.
I could definitely use something like this because I don't know what I'm saying most of the time. I'm very nervous of people.
Just breathe. That's all.
Really, yeah,
Start with
I
the
do that
breathing.
at the time clock at work. Maybe before I clock in. Sometimes I have to clock in and I have to run away and come back. But yeah. So just you, all you, and usually there's name and then someone else that did the writing. This is like you.
No, I wrote that.
So you never. This is rare.
Can be for some people.
You want to read the scriptures or even even true stories. I'm like, hold on. So this is all true right here. Let's see what. Ooh, here. Ensure that you maintain the connection by looking into their eyes.
I felt very connected when you did that. That was good.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You have a nice eye. Hold on, man. Wow. That's good. You could really, how long do you need to look? How long is the looking in the eyes?
I mean, I'm looking at you right now, right?
Just mentioning that, too. I just looked in his eyes even longer. So just thinking about it, is that all you need to do?
Well, I mean, you want to practice it. You don't want to have that creepy eye stare. You want to have this gentle, relaxed gaze when you're looking at that person.
Yeah.
So then they feel comfortable.
Yeah. Well, because these guys have mustaches, yeah.
They could have that filter, the mustache filter.
The smiles, though, prevent the creepiness. For me, it would be creepy.
Like in the 80s, the cartoon, the Care Bears. Care Bears stare, and then the things come out of their belly.
Right. Yeah.
That's a good example.
That, right?
have them talk for 2 or 3 minutes. Well, wait. I mean, that sounds like good tips for comedy right there. Time.
Yeah,
How do you
timing
do-
is one thing too.
How do you do this? Have them talk for 2 or 3 minutes. Oh, yeah. Let them.
Oh yeah,
listen.
I mean, whatever topic that you're interested in conversing with them, the person will probably be sharing a lot of information. And during that time, just maintain eye contact. Acknowledge that you're listening somewhere.
So this is also not just public speaking; it's also like in conversation with people.
In conversation as well.
Got it.
And
Okay.
then when you're a comedian looking at the audience, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you scan the audience and you connect with the person and you have a conversation with them. Everyone else is there. However, they feel engaged too. Did you engage with that one person?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm curious then. Before you just started doing comedy, were you doing like almost like TED Talks and stuff because you're a doctor?
No.
Okay.
Basically, prior to writing the book and prior to 2012, I was definitely afraid of standing in front of an audience to talk, or even be on a radio show at all to talk.
Okay.
And this is pretty much my journey of getting from there to this point in which I'm totally comfortable.
Okay. Cool.
I'm sure that you've also seen professional speakers out there. They're really good at their presence. However, they still need some work. You've probably heard a lot of radiocasters say, thousands of times, and it gets really, really annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your filler words.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say I know that
Filler words.
I know that for myself, like on my show, as I finally started listening back to it, I
Mhm.
became really aware of saying like ums and thes and any kind of like that filler words, and I really pushed myself to, instead of say one of those words, just be quiet till I had the next thought, and it came out a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
And I was so afraid of that silence.
Yeah.
I thought if I stopped talking, I was immediately going to lose my audience. And I think you come to realize it can be used as a tool to draw people in.
Yeah, it creates a space in which needs to be filled.
Wow, that was good.
Yeah.
That was 3 minutes.
Void.
That was 3 minutes. and it really just kept going there. I do the thing. Jared brought up the thing, right?
Exactly.
That's actually how I started this with the ums. And what do I say? So this is what I didn't think I was anything when I started. I just wanted to throw myself out in the world because I just felt like everyone hates me. I don't care. A lot of people don't like me, but I kind of want to just mess around with the way that people don't like me. So let me start a show. And I would. So Michael started it. So what do yeah, that would be it. So now I just say something.
Just talk or just breathe and just be present. Or if you can't think of anything to say, grab that bottle of water intentionally to break that speaking between two sentences. Just that bottle of water, open it, take a couple gulps,
Make sure they hear that. Yeah.
and then you can go on with the next part of what you need to say.
Yeah, you can make it look natural while actually buying yourself time
Mhm.
to like ferry yourself to the next thought.
Well, I mean, that's
Or-
kind of something we use in comedy, like your silences, utilizing those, letting a thought sit, kind of letting people stew a little bit.
Yeah. Some people call that a
Uh,
pregnant pause.
Right. Yeah.
Something's going to happen after that pause.
The best kind of pregnancy. Yeah.
Yeah, very low consequences to that.
Mm-hmm.
And provide feedback to each other. Are we doing that? Are we doing the feedback?
Oh yeah. When you're acknowledging, you're providing feedback that the person is aware. Okay, so then we could still go on this train of thought without being offensive.
Yeah. I love that when you were talking about the eye contact, everyone really started
Yeah.
looking each other in the eyes.
Well, because I'm looking at this book, and I think that's what help. It's not stuff we would just think about until we get something like how, Jack wrote this book, and we're like looking at it, and then now it's in front of us, and we're thinking about it now.
Yeah.
Like, or else we wouldn't think about these great things, like looking at each other. Man, you have some nice eyes there.
Oh, thanks.
Right. We all have turquoise, right? Jared has
Something
turquoise.
like that. I've gotten blue or green. I always say I see out of them, so I have no idea.
And Tyler, we all have similar eyes, but I don't think they're the same color. What colored eyes do you have there, Tyler?
I thought they were just brown.
Huh. Hazel, Jack?
Ooh. Flat, whatever. Doesn't matter too much.
Do we
I
all
can
have
see
a,
through them fine.
Right?
There's tinting there, but I can still see.
There you go.
this book really makes you listen. Like if someone says something, you're like, oh, pause and listen. You just gotta be reminded at times. What made you see? And then I want to read something else and go over. What made you write this book?
Well, I wanted to help other people that might have been going through what I went through. Because the reason why I couldn't really speak in front of the audience was from childhood trauma. When you're in front of a play and you're one of the three wise men and you happen to fall on your face with the audience laughing at you,
Oh yeah.
you kind of close up and have that kind of fear that people will laugh at you.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I would kind of. Yeah, I guess I can't say I wouldn't get a little nervous. People laughing, but I'd embrace it. Once you
Embrace the cringe.
once you hit down that dark of a road in life, you just kind of embrace it. I guess. You hope it stays that way.
Well, wasn't that one of the like pivotal scenes in Fight Club? It's like Tyler was trying to get the narrator to hit bottom because he
Yeah.
couldn't have a breakthrough until when he pours the that acid on his hand.
Ooh.
And he said, "Don't run away from this. Like, feel this pain. This is the greatest moment of your life." Like, I feel like when you reach a moment where you are in a rock bottom situation, I feel like most people, that's like really it turns them around because there is nowhere lower to go. So you can only start thinking about going back up.
The part that sucks is everyone still has their moments. And yet, when we say embrace, we become the kind of people that people don't think has any of those moments where they could be pushed. So then we get super pushed.
Mm.
Oh man, I hope this person knows they're really pissing me off, and say, oh crap, I'm now gonna act out. Jack, this part, have them comment on how they felt as you were looking into their eyes. Is this book just going through practice?
That's to practice with the person.
Okay.
To show that something else is happening beyond just those words. Because people will feel different things in interaction, and unless you train yourself to recognize those, then you won't know when to stop or go with your train of thought and what you're talking about.
Oh, it's kind of like PT.
You calibrate. You learn how to calibrate better as a person.
This is interesting. Okay. Have you ever been ignored when interacting with somebody? We had those moments.
Definitely. Oh yeah.
And
For
you
sure.
feel it, right? You can't really say much about it, but you just feel, okay, well, this person, now since they're ignoring me, I'm just gonna go somewhere else.
Yeah, actually, when that happens, and someone just keeps on talking instead of you talk. I don't know. That's a situation I'm thinking of. You might, even if you feel trapped in the room at times, you might still just keep letting that person talk you, zone them out, so that you still wasn't their way of doing things wasn't very effective either. What do you do in that situation?
When a person just keeps talking?
So yeah, you should listen to people, but then there's the other side where someone just keeps on going.
slow them down.
They're kind of just getting at you. You just think
You slow them down. You just say, whoa, can you go back for a moment?
oh, okay.
Because that will stop
Go
them
back.
from. That will stop the momentum of the conversation. Have them become more present, and also to rewind to what they were talking about.
Okay.
That way you can go down that other rabbit hole.
That's good. It's all about knowing how to talk. 'Cause I'm thinking, yeah, there's people you just cannot stop. Once you do, you're like, oh my gosh. I was trying to be honest with the person, but then you said the way you said slow down and go over.
And you could even gesture, so then that way you get their attention.
Okay.
But usually people are so focused that when you do something like that, I mean, if I do this, right, you're gonna already stop your train of thought. Okay, so what's going on here? Let's analyze that, right?
Tyler might just keep talking while waving at you.
Instead of I've had times where I'm like, stop, but that's not the way to handle it.
No. Or you could just say, can you hold on a second?
That very calm, like, yeah, and seeming like you're still interested. Yeah, because boy, when I get like that, it's like throw the whole conversation out the window, please go away. But that this person needs to talk.
You can always say like, wow, I just can you go over that again, slower, so then I can really
Okay, because
get into it.
the wow part, yeah, even if they're like, because I'm picturing some of the people's reactions like that might be like, go over it again. I already did so many times, but
I'm sorry, I'm kind of slow. Can you just?
then you're putting it back on yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm sure these kind of people love, even if they have that reaction I mentioned, I'm sure these kind of people would love to start over anyway.
Oh yeah, of course.
Right.
If they like talking about their topic, most likely they do this to other people too.
Oh my gosh. So I guess we can feel bad for other people and when we're going through certain situations. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling. So one of the things that you love doing is describing things. Wait, hold on. Describing things you're easily aroused to.
Well, what you're passionate about.
Oh, see, this is important. Okay.
Because when you're very, very descriptive in your languaging, it also immerses the person in your experience. So, example, if you're interested in eating food like I am, then I gotta think, okay, so when I describe what I'm eating, how can I really draw the person to almost feel or taste that burger, right? So I would say, like, as that burger comes out on that plate, you can smell that aromas of the sizzling meat or whatever
You want to force them to create a mental image.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're seeing it and you're describing it, and that aroma, you're just smelling that. Oh my gosh! Waiting for that to just come onto my table, so I could just cut it up.
I get the arousal.
Forkful of this, looking at the juices just come off.
You got
the
Luke bricked
steam,
up right now, dude.
put it into my mouth,
Oh, he's putting it in the mouth.
and you know that taste when it's there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I mean,
you like that, right?
That's good.
yeah, it turned me on.
I mean, you can definitely use that in comedy when you're describing something that's so ridiculously funny.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you describe it in such a calm way that the person's like, how could you keep from laughing? And then you make the punchline and everyone starts laughing.
Sure. Yeah.
Because all you got to do is go the other direction with your face, and they know what you were talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
This just makes me think, can you describe anything as being good? You want to give an honest opinion, but can you describe anything as being good? Like these bag
Give
of
me an
bones
example.
you've been eating.
All right, this bag of bones, right?
Yeah.
Everyone just sees it as a bag of
Cheetos,
bones,
bag of
Cheetos,
bones.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then when you start to pour that on the plate and you can smell the aroma from the bag just coming out, there's something that calls for you.
That
As you pick up
crunch
that-
as you bite down.
Little piece, bringing it up to your mouth, take a bite out of it, cheesy taste,
Wow. See.
satisfying.
you know,
Cheeto's got to hire him, man.
Yeah.
Just, you got to let it run.
yeah, you know, a lot of these brands need new marketing people. Yeah, you know, I took away from that it's little. Other than that, that's the description I got. Other than everything else, just in my head was like, that is really tasty, and it must smell good. I have no idea. See, that was good because I have no idea what they smell like. I've never opened that bag. My way, I've never. I think it's leaning the other way. But now,
Well, you could always lean it your
oh,
way.
I mean, I will now. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have some in a little bit now. Wow, and are you an elite too on the Yelp? I'm not Yelp elite.
I will probably get there eventually. Just haven't been focused on it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've seen your reviews, but I gotta go back and check them out now, man. Jeez, I didn't check out all your reviews.
Well, we gotta go eat together, man.
Yeah, did you do the Lazy Dog? Did you review that?
I didn't get a chance to do that. I was really tired the other day you saw me.
Just make some really good reviews, I guess. I'll nominate you. I'll let them know what's up. I'll say they don't nominate me again. You know, it sucked. I got dropped one year, but then I got renominated because I was like, hey, come on. I couldn't even walk to go to any restaurant. So you know, I know I failed by the end of the year, but because they do reviews every year to see if you should still be an elite.
What do you get as an elite? I'm not too familiar with the system.
You get you get to go to parties for free, and these things have the swag. They have the free, like say it's so they do the elite parties where everyone's there, and they also do just the elite things where it's not an actual party where everyone's there. It's just, all right, go here and you get this between this entire week, or else they have the party where it's just one day and you guys show up and they have only the elites there, and they usually have like say you don't have to go to a restaurant and go, what do I want? The entire menu is right there. All the food is right there in front of you, and they got swag and Yelp gifts.
Yeah. And you said you have to be nominated to be one?
Yeah, so if I'm an elite, so if any of you hit me up, I could throw your name in there.
Okay. How many reviews do you have to do, like a year to remain elite? Because you said they review it.
You just got to be active.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll get active again.
I don't know how many. It's just they just go over and go, like, should this guy be in there again?
Got it.
Usually your first time around, you're in there no matter what. I mean, just active meaning you don't have to do that much your first time around. But I've been elite for 10 years.
Wow.
A veteran.
Man, you know, I've served our Yelp country well. I've tried, so every Yelp Veterans Day, I do my thing. I hop or whatever. So the Jack Chang, I think that's was mentioned that somewhere. Is that a comedy thing saying the word the, or where'd that come from?
The Batman.
Yeah, I think maybe that started with the parody of the Batmans, or
Probably.
Oh, how people say like the internet or something.
I say. Then I realized there's other people saying it too. So Jack Chang, when did this comedy start? I didn't know you were taking it as seriously. I remember we went to this place called the Iron and Gold.
Oh yeah, I remember we went there and
I don't really remember much of me saying anything. I remember it was like this room, so I don't think I did that bad because I was used to doing a podcast and the free hot dogs. Other than that,
the free hot dogs.
Yeah, I remember that. I was just like, I'm you know what? I'm getting these free hot dogs.
There you go.
He was already set. Elite Yelper, need a hot dog.
There you go.
Hey, the hot dogs ain't bad, but you just gotta do a set and you get the free hot dogs. Yeah. When did you start this comedy, man? Was
I
that?
think around that time I just wanted to really get into it, and I've been watching a lot of the Asian comedians.
Hmm. Like Ken Jeong.
Ken Jong is
Yeah.
older, but there's newer ones that are more diverse with their material. Uncle Roger, the guy that does Uncle Roger.
Uncle Roger's hilarious.
Right?
Who's this? Who's Uncle
Oh, you
Roger?
gotta check it out, man.
That's his bit. That's not the.
Ali
comedian.
Wong is also pretty good.
Yeah, she used to be pretty good.
Yeah.
No, actually, I don't know if she's really.
She's
that
pretty funny.
anymore.
She's
I
local,
just-
or she was local. She's from San Francisco.
Yeah, maybe that's why I'm scored. Why don't you come on my show before I quit? Hey, come on. But no, I used to see her at the Punchline. I remember her being funny. I just haven't heard. I don't know. I seen her stand up recently. She was on stage, but she was standing up on stage, but it was actually on Netflix. So I think she was standing up on stage. I don't know. I wasn't actually there, but I like her in that TV show where she was a mad Asian person.
Oh, Beef.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good. That was really good.
So I just wonder if she's still a comedian.
I think she is. I think she's primarily writing a lot now.
Oh.
Yeah. She's probably on that cycle where because I think she puts out a special, every 2 or 3 years. So in between that, she's definitely doing a lot of writing. It's hard once you get a writing job, especially in comedy. I mean, it's one of the most stable things. So I think once someone becomes a writer, it's very hard for them to go back and do both.
Nice.
I feel like I see you when I go on the line on the yeah, Jack. We were talking about that. Actually, I think it was part of the Matt Rife thing. I'm talking about clips. He's so funny on the internet. All we see are clips of comedians, though. Clips of crowd work. That's all we see is the crowd work now.
Yeah.
And that's what we were talking about, right?
Oh, yeah.
He is with the crowd.
Exactly.
That is all we see. And I feel like that's how comedians are going the viral now. It's just being seen doing the crowd work.
Well, Tyler and I were just talking about this on
Yeah.
the way over. In a way, it's a way to get yourself out there and promote yourself without burning any of your material.
Yeah, there's this a lot of comedians, they assume or they think as soon as a clip of them using any of their materials online, that bit's dead. But the way a lot of people are now, how they interact with online material, it almost seems like people might actually go to see bits that they've seen online. Like it's almost like you hear a band playing a song and you want to see it live. Same thing with jokes.
They see the clips and they try to say the same way, like a person
like
who's
replicate
crowd work,
it?
but I'm gonna say this to see if this crowd works me with the same way. as
Yeah.
that person.
Well, to tie it back, I mean, Bert Kreischer, one of the biggest things that pushed his stand-up to the next level was his story about the machine. People show up to hear that story even though they've seen it online. It does kind of has the half-life
That was
that
great.
a song does. Yeah.
The first time.
He tells that story at the end of every show.
Yeah, that's why I say it was great the first time. And I was like, hey, come on, man. I don't know. Even after, I guess mostly after seeing the movie, they're really running with this. Dang. I guess, where's my movie?
What would your movie be about, Luke?
All right, about one day I was just in my car and they're like all these police lights. I was taking a nap and they're like, well, what are you doing? Do you always do this here? I'm like, well, I work a long shift, so yeah, I do this pretty often here. And then I didn't realize they were accusing me of having my thing out, diddling myself. Because I had my jacket over my pants, so that's how they went to that area. Like, he must be hiding his penis. But that's a whole. That's a full length thing, being hauled off a month later, being like, oh, what? Dang, they're really dragging this bit out pretty far, Gosh, guys, getting fingerprinted, and the cop said, "Hey, see that Walgreens guy?" And it's like, gosh darn it, they're really dragging out this high school nickname pretty far here. Gosh, yeah, I guess we went to high school together. Officer. But what's with the fingerprinting? It's just an old nickname. Oh no, we just got fingerprint. Like, not usually, right? And then you're really gonna let me go? A month later, getting some coffee. Hey, put down the coffee. Can I at least finish it? I know. But yeah, no. Yeah. Well, a year later, the evidence, like that situation they were accusing me of didn't really happen. Like I told you guys, I was taking a nap. Yeah, but well, actually, and that is why I mostly only trust women attorneys now. And guys freak me out. If I ever have to go to court and it's a dude, I'm probably gonna have an anxiety attack. 'Cause 5 dudes turn me down. That's why the next time around going to court, I was like, oh my gosh, should I actually start paying for these people? 'Cause this guy didn't show up. I don't know who that woman is walking down there, but she doesn't look bad. I'll look at her one more time. Before I think I did something I didn't do, and then it turns out that's my attorney. Like, oh, my bad. Thank you. But yeah, I try to drag our time out there. My personal issues. Wait, no, that's not an issue anymore.
No, you figured it out.
Clear that up.
You were
there.
acquitted.
Yeah, clear that up there. They never let you officially go, though. It's like, wait, I didn't actually do anything here. Yeah, but we gotta still make something do here. So you'd pay, someone will let you go. You're like, you guys just said nothing happened. Well, can you just pay $15 upstairs so we could be satisfied ourselves also? Oh, jeez, man. Yeah. But so Jack, you also. You're an investor too?
Well, I kind of connect people more because I've practiced a lot of the skills in that. I'm able to talk to
Property
different
investing.
VCs as well as people that need seed capital for getting their startups going. And lately I've been working on that and being the go-between between these people.
What is your risk tolerance? That's a thing with that, right?
For investing?
Yeah.
For me, not much, because I'm helping other people broker deals. So then what I do is I negotiate a finder's fee or a fee for brokering the deal, which means that I don't bring any money to the table. I'm just the high-level qualifier.
We got this right here. So speech-wise, what is more important? Content or delivery? Content is important for me. Yeah. Content or delivery?
I think delivery. I mean, if you're a comedian, right, you can know content. However, if you suck at delivery, no one's gonna laugh at your shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you could sell someone dog shit if you have perfect delivery. I mean,
Exactly.
yeah.
Okay. So we're not doing so bad then. Because I'm told, I have no real content. We're doing not so bad. And
I'm having fun.
I listen.
Oh yeah.
I listened to Camacho passage. You got a lot of content.
Oh, thanks.
And,
Thanks.
Jonathan Light on some Jingoing therapy thing going on. Like, man, there's some content there. I get here. I feel like I shouldn't talk so much beforehand because the fact I don't know what to say.
Well, if you don't know what to say, ask the person something interesting.
Oh, like what should I? What should I say?
You know what trick that I do, Luke, before I record my show? I will have like the guests and I hang out for like a half hour beforehand, and if there's something that they start to bring up that I would love to have on the show, I'll just ask them, hey, do you actually mind holding off? Like, we'll come back to that. And maybe I'll make a note for myself, because sometimes I have a guest on, like when Jonathan came on the show, I've seen him at Mike's. We've we've done spots together, but I didn't really know the guy. So I needed the half hour beforehand to kind of get to know him, and found like 2 or 3 things that I was like, oh, I actually don't really want to like follow up on this.
What made you want him on
I love him. I think he's
Oh,
hilarious.
you've seen clips.
Oh, he's hilarious.
Oh,
He's really
he's
funny
one of
dude.
my favorite comedians on stage.
You didn't really know him.
No, I didn't know him well enough to like. I've never really sat down and have a conversation with him. It's like say hi to him at Mike's, watch his material, and then I don't know if you've ever seen him on Facebook. He's the funniest dude on Facebook. He just will fire off for hours.
I've seen plenty of the Facebook and the
Yeah.
clips. I'm glad he hasn't stopped.
No, he's one of the only guys that when I see that he's posting, I stop whatever I'm doing. I'm gonna watch
When you see his
this.
posting, you kind of, well, even if you post some stuff that seems a little off, you could still kind of get a feel of knowing the guy. Like
Absolutely.
you go, he's cool. He's alright. So, instead of people that are posting things a little off, and you're like, oh no, something's going on with them. If something's going on with him, at least you could get a feel like he's alright.
He's a real comic and he's a real dude. Like he's gonna say what he thinks, whether it's kosher or not.
Yeah, he's just expressing himself. You don't feel a need to maybe call the psych ward people or something.
Right.
He's just expressing himself at least. That's important online. Online posting.
I would think so. And even as a comedian, I mean, I admire it.
Stage, yeah.
Yeah.
Jack Chang, how can we improve the way we speak? Or have we been over that? Or
How can we improve?
you know what? Listening to all this, how can I improve?
Well, slow down your thoughts.
Yeah.
Take deeper breaths, more oxygen. Be able to think more clear, and be able to ask better questions.
So don't try to jump in.
No.
Like, oh, I'm excited. I got to jump into this. And you know what? Okay, here's something.
Sure.
I do feel like I am getting more stupid.
I think that's the.
Can I have this?
Oh, that's for you.
Oh, thanks. See, that's how great I'm with the. I feel like that's a positive about doing a show. People bring stuff and I want this, but I don't expect. Like this is mine. I think my job also makes me a lot more stupid. Because people coming at me nonstop. I'm stuck there, and I feel like I used to be a little better with people, but seeing how they just constantly come at me. I'm a cashier, and it's like, I want to do one of those. Jared said, I'm like, stop. Okay, now I want to do one of those. I find my speech is a lot more horrible these days, and a lot of times, grammar sucks a lot more. I do a little too embarrassed to want to go and take a class about like getting my grammar better. Like they thems, I think I started doing a little better. No. This isn't a pronoun LGBT thing. I mean, the they, their,
like the conjugations.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. I get a lot more stupid, and that involves the speaking. I know a guy that he can speak well, but he stutters a lot. I feel like when he doesn't know really what to say, he stutters a lot. Is that a thing?
You can always excuse yourself and say, "You hold on a sec. Let me think about this for a moment."
You think it has to do with maybe slowing down?
Yeah, slow down.
And thinking about what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
People used to say I was real witty. And now I'm just, maybe nitty because I don't think I'm witty at all anymore.
Oh, you've been making me laugh.
Really? Oh, thanks, man. Yeah. Which as a doctor there, Jack. I mean, I think you're just a doctor. I would say. It's not that kind of doc, like in a.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a physician.
The term "sleep when you're dead." What do you think about that? Are they nuts?
Well, I think if you're not connecting with people, you're already dead anyway. There's a lot of people that are NPCs, and they'll just keep on talking without any context.
Yeah.
Piss
And
you guys off, these NPC or
non-playing
streamers.
characters, you know.
The streamers, you see the TikTok streamers, and they just sit there and they're just like,
Ice cream, yum yum.
yeah, exactly, and they're just raking in money. People are paying these guys
Talking
like,
about the influencers, right?
yeah, they just be like pretending to eat ice cream, just going, ooh, yum yum, just like, and they're just getting money for like.
I'm actually offended because no, I'm not one, and I'm offended because I'm not one of those people. I've had sexy music going on while I would be like putting something in the microwave. It comes out, I'll taste it, and I never went viral.
Right?
I didn't go yum. I have had times. No, I've had times on the yum. I would get a laugh, smile, but I'm not making money.
Just talk with a deeper voice.
You know, it's funny that you say that because going back to
you could, I did get that from working in a haunted house. Don't be yourself.
Exactly.
Jack's about to leave. So, you guys got some questions?
Oh, yeah, I was curious, like how you got into acupuncture.
I got into acupuncture because when I experienced the failure of Western medicine multiple times in my health journey, I needed something that I could fall back on that would ensure my longevity and health.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, because I used to have a lot of allergies and stomach problems and skin issues.
Oh,
I would get bronchitis 2 to 3 times a year.
Oh.
And when I went to acupuncture school, I learned more about the body and how your constitution can be changed over time when you give it the proper nutrients as well as the proper realization of what you put in according to the seasons.
Interesting.
And hey, you seem too comfortable, man. You gotta go, right?
No, I'm good.
Wait, really?
I got used to it.
It's 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, well, okay, okay.
Any other?
Okay, whenever you gotta go, it's all good. Just giving you that setup to leave.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that I
Also,
answer these folks' questions.
I let this guy know where to go for the. Yeah, that could be an overall question. Where should someone go that doesn't know where to go for the open mics or doing their comedy here?
Oh yeah, are you a member of Bacon?
No,
just
but I'd
told
like
him
to
about
get that
that, yeah.
information.
Okay. Yeah. We just got to get you set up on Bacon. It's
Sure.
the Facebook group for all the Bay Area stuff, and there's a calendar, a Google calendar there
Nice.
that lets you know what's happening every night of the week.
Yep.
I used to check it a lot when I first started because I was kind of exploring mics,
Sure.
and then I've kind of found the places I like to go certain nights. I run a show in Berkeley called Four Bells on Thursday nights.
Oh,
8
nice.
to 11. You should come through. It's a pretty fun show.
Nice.
So definitely go to that one
Yeah,
off of
yeah.
University Avenue there on Thursday nights. There's some good ones. If you're cool to like do spots on a Sunday, I think in San Jose, if that's not too far for you,
I'm down for that.
that's one of the best rooms is Foxtail Fermentation Project. PX
Sure.
Floral runs it.
She's good. She's Asian too.
Nice.
She's super cool. And that room always has at least like 6 to 8 like non-comics there, so you always get an audience.
That's rare.
Yeah, I think I've gone probably 10-15 times, maybe twice there wasn't really an audience. So it's a great spot.
Nice.
I don't know, what are some other spots, Tyler, that you like to go to?
Mic wise, well, we got the Good Times Tavern in Livermore. That's a little far for you. Sorry, it was Daly City.
That's not bad.
Daly City.
Well, he's San Mateo.
Oh, San Mateo.
Yeah, Daly City is closer. Than
Where's the
Livermore.
swinging door at?
Swinging Door, San Mateo.
Yeah.
So you might want to stop by there tonight.
Sure.
The PJ is going to be there.
Tonight or?
Yeah,
Tonight,
Monday
yeah.
nights. Monday
Yeah,
nights.
PJ.
Are you gonna be
hosting
there
it.
or?
Yeah, Mike.
Maybe I'll hit you
Yeah,
up
but it
over there.
moved.
Oh, it
Yeah,
did.
the PJ is going to be there, and
Sure.
well, he's a comedian, the PJ. But,
Got it.
Monica's there. she would love to have you there.
Cool. Excellent.
Oh, I mean, they both would. Yeah, it's a good spot.
Yeah, it's a little different ever since Iman left, but I mean, it's still a spot you can do some good time.
Cool.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I could see why Iman's not there anymore. I don't just jokes about how it looks like a pedophile runs the place. Probably not the best place. I mean, you probably just don't want to do those kind of offensive jokes about the owner of the place you're doing comedy for.
Yeah, that's like crapping on someone's door. Saying, can I come in now?
But he's one of those guys. I respect the crap out of Iman because he's a guy who says whatever he thinks, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. It's just something I admire in people because honestly, I don't have the balls to do that half the time. And so, he's a good friend of mine, and while he can be very controversial at times, I think he's hilarious.
Cool.
Yeah, he's one of those people that even if he doesn't really care for me, it's like I don't think there's any beef.
He's the guy. Yeah, I think he's really good at just
speaks to his mind, I guess.
I would say, yeah. That was always been my impression of him.
I want to talk to him more about solar panels.
Why is that?
He always he said I think he used to work in the solar panels or something doing that.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna head out, guys.
Nice to meet you, man.
nice
Take
to
it
meet you.
easy.
I'm gonna dig into this Arizona hard. It's hard. My Arizona is hard. Yeah, talk to you soon. Cheered up the swinging door tonight. Good times. Yeah. So we got Jared and Tyler in the studio. Joe, you guys, Jared's from the Livermore.
Yes.
And I got that right. No, I mean, I just like when I point and I'm right. Because I might still be meaning to talk about someone else, but then I'm physically, I could say something, and then I'm pointing at the wrong person a lot of times. or a lot of times I'll mean to, I'll go over there, but I'll point way ahead of time. Like, it's over there, and I'll draw back by the time I say there.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, how do you like the Livermore?
I like that area. Yeah, I've lived. They call Pleasanton, Dublin, Livermore. They call it the Tri Valley.
Pleasanton.
Yeah, I've been. I've lived in each of those cities at some point in my life, and it's a cool little area. It's a nice spot. It's not good to do comedy. There's just not a lot going on. Yeah.
Too many police. Yeah, because I was out there one time and I got arrested. Yeah, police. I don't like their sense of humor out there. Or maybe they don't like mine. I don't know. Well, they thought I was joking, I guess, when I said, "Officer, I can drive my car into that parking lot because I don't think you'll know how to drive it." I think the cop did think I was joking until he got in my car. He's like, "How do you drive this thing?" I had my steering busted, so I guess he didn't have a screwdriver. Because that's all it took, really.
Wow.
Yeah, they pulled me over because I was. I don't know if I was. He said I was swerving, and I said too much information. He said, I said, yeah, I don't know, maybe I was, officer. I could pull over, take a nap in one of these streets, and they just kept saying I was on something, and then when a breathalyzer failed, I was still on something. I guess that's what he said. The creepy thing was he took me to the station. Of course, I agreed to get my car searched. I mean, I didn't like the way the handcuffs kept getting tightened every time he kept saying, "Could they search my car?" I just felt like my hand about to fall off.
Ooh.
Every time he asked, so I was like, yes, go for it. Because I realized the handcuffs got looser after I said that. He took me back to the police station and gave me a blood test. I realized months later that my blood was good. But the creepy part was they sent me in the bathroom, and actually I didn't realize how creepy it was until later. They were I had these lasers, wanting my eyes to follow them. And I think I did a good job, but I still went to Santa Rita, so I don't know. Maybe I didn't do a good job with that because I got my license taken away for 6 months until they're like, oh, your blood was good.
So they had you do time until they got the results back from the test?
No, only 14 hours, and then they notified DMV, get rid of his license and all that stuff.
Wow.
And I mean, I still had the license. It just was, with me. So, I just had to keep calling. Hey, blood test in, And I still kept it. That way they could reactivate it later.
Oh, I see. Is it active now?
Oh yeah. No. This was a long time. This was a while ago. I lived in the Modesto.
Oh, okay.
So I was coming from here to go home in the Modesto, and I didn't like how I was driving.
Ugh.
Santa Rita, that's the jail in Pleasanton, right?
Dublin, technically, yeah.
Dublin. Oh, dude, I used to hook up in that parking lot because I thought it was a library.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's. Oh, it is. I think it is co-ed.
Yeah.
I didn't meet
no,
any
I
women
didn't know
there,
it was
though.
a prison. I thought it was a fucking library.
How did you? So
It was dark.
Were you waiting all these times you hooked up there? Were you waiting and because you're like, man, women keep coming out of there in the same outfit?
No, it was the college admission scandal. William H. Macy's wife. I forgot what her name is. I think she's an actress too.
Yeah, the same with the lady from Full House, right?
Yeah.
Lori Loughlin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were showing.
She used to be hot.
Yeah. Is she not anymore?
Yeah, no, not so much.
They showed it on the news, and I was like, wait a minute. I used to fuck in my car there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there is a library in the prison.
Yeah. So did she have like books? These women have books when they were coming out, or just? Oh,
I don't think he was picking them up at the library that didn't exist. I think he was taking them to a place that he thought was a library.
Yeah, no. Me and this girl just used to hook up.
Tyler's illiterate. He doesn't even know. He was looking at that very confused the whole time.
Yeah, see, that's after a while it gets worse and worse.
Yeah, I mean, I was wondering why there were fences around the library.
Well, these have got some good books in here.
I never realized that. I just realized how. I never realized the fences. I never made it to the yard.
The only thing that was being read in there was their rights.
There you go.
I don't even remember that because they lied to me. I was like, "You gonna tell me how to get back to my car because you took me like a long way? You can tell me how I could find my car again?" Well, just step this way, and they just slammed some door. It was like I felt like I was in a tuna can without the tuna.
Oh dear.
Because it was nothing, and it was like all steel. Before you go to the different room where you actually hang out with someone else.
They drove you from the police station to the prison, or
first Jack in the Box and police station, and then the prison. Yeah.
Wait, they took you to Jack in the Box first?
That's where that's where we pulled over in.
I thought like we're gonna grab a quick.
The weird thing is that I got a ride. I was just like, I saw a guy, and I was like, hey, you know where the Jack in the Box is around here? And he said, yeah, let me look it up for you. He said, there's two of them. Let's call and find out. I was like, how is this guy? This guy just saw me walking that way. Maybe he thought I was coming from a library. I don't know. And the weird thing is, I even said, yeah, man, I just got out of that place right there. He didn't really ask any other questions, so maybe it was a library still. He gave me a ride, and it wasn't that close either. So I'm like, hey, the guy. I guess maybe I was talking to him well. At the time, I was probably a better talker.
Well, it's funny. I mean, if you're nice to people, you'd be surprised the kind of friends you can make. Like before the pandemic, I was an actor, and I used to practice, like I had class out in the mission, so I'd always be taking the last train to Bart back. One day this kid was sitting there looking at the Bart map like really confused, and I was like, hey, do you need some help trying to figure out where you're supposed to go? Help him get to his thing. Turns out he's a photographer, and he like had this big studio right off of Market Street, and he told me to come in. He did my headshots for free, and then I was able to use those headshots to like get gigs and stuff, which would have been like $200. But it's just because I helped him like figure out how to get to the Bart thing, and we're like good friends now.
Well, a favor for a favor.
Exactly, right?
You're 13 Reasons.
Right, yeah, I was a extra on that show.
Oh, actually, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like a recurring extra. I was on the football team for that, for seasons 2 and 3.
Because I was saying that's so rude. They didn't put you in the cast lineup.
It's okay. I got to play football. I got paid to play football, which was fun.
You were able to, you were able. I don't know how do you do it? You were able to throw it though. It's not like this.
I was cast in as one of the defensive players, so I was like doing the 3-point stance, looking like blocking people and
defenses. You were the biggest player.
I'm small, but I'm wide. I'm like 5'6", but I'm like 205. So
this was like a Varsity Blues sort of thing.
Kinda, yeah. The show is about a bunch of high schoolers with like mental issues, but one of them's on the football team, so you could see me like walking in the background for some random stuff. But the stuff I got really paid for, and the thing I kept coming back for, was to do all the football scenes.
Wow, and they paid you well.
It was cool, about $200 a day. Yeah, it was neat. And then I was a children's theater actor for Kaiser's Educational Theater, and that was like a touring company. I did that for a couple years, so I was like doing that in the morning because that was like from like 3 a.m. to noon, and then I would shoot scenes up. We were up north somewhere, like not quite Santa Rosa. God, it's like, I want to say it's like called like Atherton or Bryan or some weird name up north where the high school was. But yeah, before the pandemic, I thought I was just gonna be an actor, and then obviously that changed because everything shut down.
Yeah.
Arnold.
Might have been Arnold, something like that. A city that just has like, it's like someone's name, like a first name. And there was a high school called Liberty High up there that they shot most of the scenes at, because that show shot in Vallejo and Mare Island. They took a lot of the old...
Lived out there for a couple months.
Yeah, it's a cool spot. So they took a lot of the old hangars and converted them into sets. So like the outside looks like this kind of rusty old, Navy hangar. You go inside, it's like a high school gym.
It's weird. I lived out there for a couple months, and in order to use the gym, I had to blend in. And I'm neither a juggalo, a crip. I don't do the Nazi thing. I'm not a blood. So I really had to just, I guess, get one of them to be cool with me and just take me under their wing and say, yeah, come on. You're cool, man. Let's just go in there. I mean, I do. I think that was, I joined the juggalos at times, and then the crips let me join in a little bit. So little by little, I had to get good with all the groups in order to have my gym time.
What's your what's your trick to getting in with all these different kinds of people?
I didn't have I think I just I'm comfortable with myself, I guess. So just hanging around a certain area, not quite, might not know what to say. So just hanging around, and then eventually you're like, hey, someone will talk to you, and then, it's got to be comfortable in an environment, I guess.
Yeah.
So I was comfortable around there, just like going, all right, I got to get in there somehow. And then the Conservation Corps was a trip.
I'm not even sure. What is the Conservation Corps?
Like, I think they try to be like the Army, but an environment.
Okay.
That one was very different, yeah. The gym, but we were bumping a lot of juggalo stuff back then. And then, Woody. I don't know if you know the rapper Woody. But, Kugna. Bumped a lot of his stuff. So, being a comedian for the Jared, who makes you laugh?
Oh, Tyler. All the time. Tyler's my best friend. As far as professionals, like I really like I like Stavros Halkias. I think he's really, really funny.
Another guy I gotta look up. Okay.
Yeah, he's great. A really good like crowd work comedian. Has good material, but like a guy who's really killing it with crowd work. And then obviously Bill Burr. Big fan of Bill Burr.
Not a fan of his wife, but I like
Shane Gillis too. Shane Gillis is one of the up and comers.
fun.
Man, his special is terrific. And then I like Duncan Trussell. I like more of like
him. Okay.
he's cool. He's like one of those Rogan affiliated comics.
It's good and bad. Or good or bad, yeah.
He's like a psychedelic comedian. He does he's kind of a psychonaut, and he's got a cool show on Netflix called The Midnight Gospel. I almost like the artistic stuff he's done outside of his stand-up. Like his stand-up's cool, but what he's about, his podcast, the Duncan Trussell Family Hour, is pretty great.
Okay, now I gotta look him up. Okay, yeah. Speaking of the Bill Burrs, we're getting to like a more the famous comedians. So makes me think of Wayans, Marlon. He's doing a whole special on the Netflix about trans, and not transients. I mean the genders. Because his eldest son is a trans.
Okay.
And I kind of feel like, do you feel like a lot of comedians, especially the more celebrity ones, are just trying to see who could out trans joke the next one? I feel like it's become like a trend to do the transgender jokes.
Well, I think that's part of comedy. I mean, you got to find the hot button issues and laugh about them, and
so you wear it out, huh?
Well, Marlon, it seems like he's supporting. I believe was born a daughter, now identifies as a son. It's coming from a place of love. I think it's not just ripping on him.
Wait, so he's not gonna? I haven't seen it yet. I don't think it's out yet.
Well, I know he's been in the news.
So he's
recently.
not ripping on her.
No, he's been in the news recently supporting his child. Yeah.
I hope it's funny. Well, he's probably talking about how there's something he had to go through as a parent to do it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hope it's funny. He's not like poking at it.
Marlon Wayans is hilarious. I'm sure.
No, he is. He's really. I saw that last.
That's Major Payne, right?
I think so.
Damon.
Oh, that's Damon.
But if you're Wayne, you better be funny because it's like part of it. Bill Burr is alone. Like there's no other funny Burrs.
No,
that we know of.
Not a lot of funny Bills either.
Yeah, I can't think of any.
Yeah, I mean Cosby was there. Then.
Oh gosh, man, that brings up something else. So
he's got a master class. He teaches you how to make cocktails.
Nah,
I fall asleep during it.
I wonder how you feel after that, man.
Bill Hicks, by the way.
That's right.
Oh,
Bill Hicks.
Yeah, Bill Hicks is good too.
Yeah. So Bill Cosby, he was supposed to be going on tour. I kind of wonder what happened to that. Like, it just kind of faded out.
It's just around D Block right now.
You guys, what's going on? Is there more? I think he may be being sued again. Is that what's maybe going on?
I haven't been following up on that, to be honest with you. There's a lot of.
I want to see him poke fun at how things have been. I want to see his jokes.
He went from headliner to opener.
Hey, he's got to get back to the top, right?
Yeah.
Fight to the top.
I want to see. Actually, I mean, that was a joke, but I want to see who it opened up for. I mean, because he kind of. I mean. Maybe it would help him if he did start back up as an opener, though.
What if they did a disgraced comics tour?
So like he opens for Louis.
It could be him.
It's like
I can see Louis doing that.
Louis, D'Elia, and Cosby,
Mancina.
I've been canceled tour.
Yeah.
Oh, Mencia. No one cares about. You say Mencia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really cares because he didn't quite get like disgraced as in like a I feel like
he didn't do anything illegal.
Yeah, I guess
he just stole jokes, which is not
steal
great.
Jokes, you should have been doing something like Louis C.K. Or I mean, you should have been accused of other things. When you get accused of stealing jokes, it's like
that's worse than the other.
Yeah, worse than exposing yourself. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, Louis, it was his own dressing room.
Yeah, like Sarah, what are you doing here? Wait, she wasn't complaining, right?
No, she was like, "Oh yeah, I love love to watch Louis jerk himself off.
I could see that. Even if she wasn't interested,
It's
she's like,
funny.
oh my gosh, Louis. Again. No, I didn't mean to do it again. I just mean, come on, again.
Put that thing away.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I see it. It's his dress. He's like, it's an after show thing. I get it. I used to do it. But I didn't have like, a producer guy and Paul in the studio, so it was okay. I mean, if someone watched on camera, meaning whoever's in charge of the studio, because
Yeah,
at the time,
we've had everything exercised out of this room.
yeah. Well, I was in the other room anyway, so I probably had some spirits jerking me off or something, because the place is supposed to be haunted. So this is a question for the Tyler Peterson, relation of Scott Peterson.
No.
Okay.
But my brother was born shortly before all that, and his middle name is Scott.
Ooh,
Yeah.
terrifying.
He should
He should
That's
change
the
it.
guy
He
that
should
sh-
change it.
That's
yeah.
a guy that should get into comedy. I don't know if he is.
No.
Okay. No, too bad. What is the one thing you wish you knew when you started taking photos? Because you're quite the photographer. And
When to start charging people? Because people will ask you to do shit for free until the day you die.
That's why it's always a charge.
I don't know why there's no fishing course. Like, I thought you were a fisher.
Oh yeah, no, I just recently won a big fishing contest. Yeah. So one thing people don't realize about fish, right? Fish really pick up on vibes.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can kind of manifest a fish if you sit on that boat long enough. You can kind of just feel it coming. You just throw the bait out, just let it sit. Just think, I want to fish in this line. I want to fish in this line, and they will come to you.
Well, I don't think that works for everybody.
Oh no, it works for everyone. You just got to try hard enough. Yeah.
So there's no technique?
Oh,
You
not at
just
all.
need to do that?
Not at all. Pretty much, you just sit out on the boat. Just pound beers. They'll come.
Yeah, that's right.
They're there.
Yeah, I miss my stepdad. He was great. I mean, I've never said he isn't. But he, things went downhill. The drugs and all that. But I never said he. It's all how someone feels about it. Okay, cool. You really need that. How do you guys feel about if I had a card holder walk around? Because
Like
I'm trying to make
I'm doing. He's wondering why I'm doing this. I
No,
just try to keep everybody aware.
but that's been I was like disappointed. Like, oh, come on, man, you really gotta.
You're talking about having like a ring
gotta
girl.
walk around.
Yeah, if you had a ring girl come through here with a half hour, that'd be
See,
kind
with
of
this
good.
with this
I've got the
mindset,
bikini.
that's why that's why when I see the cue card get hold up, I'm like, come on, man, because I feel like
There you go.
I feel like
You got it.
I gotta stay away.
Perfect.
No, my stepdad, like, at least he was. We used to go to the fishing, and we went to the movies once, and drive-in. That's how long ago it was. But he was at least there,
Right.
Versus my my bio dad. They call him bio dad.
Yeah.
Which who was never really there, but has all that going on for him. But just has more of a privileged life versus stepdad, who it's like he went through crazy stuff, had anger issues, the drugs, but he was there at least.
Yeah.
And if I would just treat him better, I totally get it. But I was an a-hole, meaning, wait, that sounds horrible now. I was not a hole. I was a jerk.
Okay.
Off. Yeah. Because now I get it. Because I have a guy I know, real big into Star Trek. As a kid, you don't understand when adults, you feel like they're doing something wrong, or they're not a good person. You judge them more. Kids judge more, I guess. So I turned off his TV when he was watching Star Trek.
Ooh.
Any nerds here?
You know what? Star Trek is one of the few ones I never really paid attention to.
Star Trek's pretty good.
I'm not in. Like, I haven't been into it, but knowing the passion people have for the Star Trek.
Oh yeah.
It's deep.
I'm like, I could understand his anger, and glad to be alive, because someone will really kill you for that. And so I understand why he was angry, but no, he didn't like. He said some threatening things, but I knew he wasn't gonna kill me. But,
well, you're here, so
yeah, and like I could understand why someone would get killed for doing that. Now, after looking back at the situation, so yeah, I can't change the past, but we can definitely yeah. Tyler, you're from the Brentwood though.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how do you like what I know bowling alleys. What
Definitely a small town. Yeah, there's a lot of cousin fucking and what else? We used to have a corn festival for corn. Yeah, we're known for our corn.
So not like a corn maze, but
oh no, never seen a corn maze in Brentwood. Surprisingly, yeah.
We had a maze.
Oh,
there you go. There you go.
Wait, and then
we did have cows that would routinely come onto the field at our middle school, and they'd have to be chased away by people in golf carts.
That sounds kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a fat dude in a golf cart just trying to, hey, get out of here, cow!
Well, yeah, animals are, actually pretty smart. People are kind of stupid because I know people that have actually. Wait, that's not cool, but I'll just say they died because of golf carts, and
They're more dangerous than you think.
sucks that they died, but it was stupid. But,
It's like dying on a unicycle.
I'm not poking fun at them. Just like, yeah, unicycle. Like, come on.
It's like, really, you're gonna die on a golf cart?
Yeah, I'm not poking fun. It's kind of dumb though. To the Tyler, what's your favorite childhood memory? People want to know this.
Favorite childhood memory.
Tyler came out of the body fully formed. He's actually 5 years old. He came out just like this.
Yeah, so not many people remember.
I'm trying to remember. Had this one went whale watching in Monterey, and we ended up in a pod of dolphins, right? Which was sick, just seeing all these dolphins around us. But I was seasick like crazy, man. So I'm like keeled over the side, just spewing, just all these dolphins just everywhere, just eating up my puke.
That was a good memory for you?
I mean,
he
it was like
saw,
some planet Earth shit.
He saw
I could hear
them
David
eating-
Attenborough
You
in my
saw
head.
this. They were eating your puke. You saw this.
Oh yeah,
That is kind of cool. That's,
I was contributing to the ecosystem.
I suppose so.
You did like how animals regurgitate.
Oh yeah, I was like feeding them penguin style.
You're lucky.
Mama bird.
Well, because they saw that was regurgitated, you're lucky that they didn't try to hump you.
Dude, they will.
They
will, yeah. Dolphins will sexually assault other dolphins.
I've never seen one of their.
Yeah, they're not nice animals.
But yeah.
Don't they know that no means nah?
Right.
Don't
Couldn't do
people
it
that
also.
look innocent. My cat, like she's great. She's very cute. But I know I have to do certain things to keep her innocence. Like put a bell around her neck with a cute bow tie. Cute, so it makes people see how cute she is. And she's not bad. She has issues. Like she likes to hunt and kill things.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's normal for a cat though, right? They're pretty.
But I want to just think of her as a good, innocent person. So the bell helps that because she could look, she could desire, but nothing will happen. No, they'll hear that. The Jared Camacho, you're I don't know why it makes me want to flex when I hear your name, the last name. You're a pharmacy supervisor.
Yeah. So I work for a healthcare company, and I'm actually in charge of some people. We run pharmacies out here, and I was in the Walnut Creek area. Now I'm kind of closer to like the San Jose area. Yeah.
Can you tell us how you verify that a prescription was filled correctly?
Oh, well, that's actually not my job, thank the Lord, but because I'm not a pharmacist myself. But Basically, our system that we have lets us essentially check against the prescription. So you get like a drug name, drug quantity, and then the directions. And when we create our own labels, we just make sure all that stuff's the same. They call it a C check because of the way the label's set up. You just check in like a C motion. But honestly, the systems verify itself now.
That's educational, yeah. You ever have anybody ask some questions that I don't want to deal with this person?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't think people realize the biggest drug addicts in this country are like pensioners. Like old ladies can take down fentanyl more than probably the people right outside this building. Because when your doctor's monitoring your dosage and stuff, you can build a tolerance really quick. And those people will get very upset when they have to be cut off. As a country, we're undergoing right now kind of like an opioid de-escalation initiative where, unfortunately, a lot of these companies have been overprescribing these opiates for a long time. Everyone got addicted. And then, yeah, exactly. And so now the DEA is putting all this pressure down on all these companies to basically start weaning people off this medicine after they've already got addicted. So it's pretty rough because certain pharmacies got their C2s, those are Schedule 2 drugs, like your opioids, your Norcos, your Percocets, your fentanyl, taken away by not actively putting people on like tapering programs. And what's hard is that a lot of these folks, they are chemically dependent now. So to even try to do that could be pretty dangerous to their health.
Yeah, you can't just throw someone off their drugs, or maybe you lock them in a room with a straight jacket.
Yeah,
but that's why also I think rehabs are tricky, because you go in there and you take someone off the drugs, but okay, you took them off the drugs, so they didn't do it in the meantime. Go through the motions, but still, when you come out, your mind is still like, oh, what did I do before I was here?
Yeah. Well, we get in this bad cycle of, even though the doctor's getting the pressure to like start cutting down on the person's prescription, these people can call their doctor, message their doctor day in and day out. So they're just constantly spamming their doctor, going like, you can't cut me off my medicine. Doctor doesn't want to deal with it, so they want to try to like basically just appease the patient so they can be left alone. And then they come to the pharmacy. Then
they also have to do it the opposite way and appease the government. And so then doctors are mandated to get your analysis test every so often on controlled substances.
Yeah, I got to get blood work done on after Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving. So I hope. Whoa, geez, what the hell? Oh, when am I supposed to stop eating? Because you got to. Oops. You got to stop eating at a certain amount. Well, I think I could just skip breakfast and go over there and have something wait for me in the car afterwards, because you're supposed to stop eating certain hours before.
Yeah, I believe they don't want you to have too much sugar in your blood because it could mess with the test, which is why they ask you to fast.
Yeah. It's like, oh, your cholesterol's high. Yeah, I just ate like 10 minutes ago. Come on.
Yeah.
I brush my teeth. What? Tyler here. What type of music are you into? It seems like you're into music.
Listen to a lot of rap, like 90s rap. I worked in an auto shop, and they got me into a lot of like the Chicano rap. So,
yeah. Frost.
Yeah, like Kid Frost and Night Owl.
Yeah, that's the rap. The Snoop Dogg. You listen to the Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, I like Snoop Dogg. I like his first couple albums. Yeah.
I didn't get tricked. Did you get tricked? I'm thinking that he quit smoking weed. I mean, I don't feel like I got tricked by him.
The articles, they were all going, "Oh, he's not smoking weed." I mean, so what exactly is the deal? So is he still taking edibles?
So it was promoting some kind of smokeless thing.
Of course it was.
That's what came out, I believe, today. But it's like everyone's like, he fooled you all. Now I don't know who to trust, because usually when I hear something, I'm gonna go, all right, how many articles are vouching for this? So many said he quit marijuana. I know he didn't say it. That's what people would say. Oh, he never said it. But why all these articles said he quit marijuana?
Maloney released a statement saying to please respect my privacy.
That's a good media stunt.
Oh, for sure.
But still, if all these articles didn't say it was specifically marijuana, I would still think, what's going on with this guy? What's he pulling here?
He definitely seems like someone who's always got like a good marketing campaign right around the corner to promote something else. Very smart businessman for sure.
Yeah, I'd like him to promote this here.
Yeah,
I love his Martha Stewart ads. Like the one,
I don't think I've seen
one
them.
for the Bic lighter. It shows like Martha Stewart, she's doing all this crafty shit, you know, like lighting candles and stuff. And he's like, Martha, hand me that lighter. And he takes it, you know, and it's clearly, it's one of those ones with like the 1.5-inch extension, so it makes it easy to light a bong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, bong. Those have quite a flame.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking more rolled blunt. But those are good for the bongs.
Oh, they work great. The little extension works great for the bong because it gets the flame away from your finger. So when you go for the turn,
You go, ow!
Yeah. I like how you know, if you turn it, it's like it waves at you. You turn it, it's like you know, it does like one of these or like.
Oh, dude, I got one of these
neck sort of arches too.
I got one of these electric lighters for my bong because I smoke outside a lot and it gets windy. And have you ever used an electric lighter?
Wait.
The plasma lighters, it usually has like an X or something. They make the most annoying screech I have heard in my life. It just goes, as soon as you turn it on, it just goes,
pretty sharp.
Super loud.
I've been around people that have used it.
It's so annoying, man.
The hip hop. So, what do you also think about the Andre 3000? A lot of people really like his latest project, which I don't understand.
I haven't listened to it yet. I'm a big Outkast fan.
Yeah, let me know how it is. Have you heard it, Jay?
No, I haven't heard it.
I don't
No.
know how it is because I don't understand why people like it so much. And then they say, if you don't, like I've had things that people say, well, you don't like it because you have no talent.
It's a flute album, right?
Yeah, and it's not that. I didn't think it was great. And people say, oh, yeah, it's because you got no talent. I'm like, yeah, but I mean that's right, but that's not. Come on, you want to as being a fan of something.
Yeah,
it shouldn't matter if you have
album.
I believe so.
We shouldn't be the one to have the talent. We're
just supposed to enjoy it.
When I hear flute album, I'm picturing like the Middle Ages, you know, like the whole. Like,
you see his song lyrics. So his
song
lyrics
like someone's going on a quest.
Not his lyrics. His song titles are things like I know you wish I did another rap album, but you know it's like, yeah, bro. He seems like they're not real titles. They're like he's trying to write a book about it.
Like the artist formerly known as Andre 3000.
Yeah, well, why couldn't he do spoken word over the song? Like you'll get the vibe when you hear it. It's like, all right,
is it like the Anchorman jazz flute scene?
I would rather listen to that over and over and over. So the Jared Camacho, what's been on your heart and mind recently? Let's hear it.
Ooh, that's a good question. What's been on my heart and mind recently?
That was good. Next.
Yeah. Well, the last episode of my podcast, called Camacho Cast, was about Jungian psychology.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Carl Jung was this Swiss psychologist who used to be like a contemporary of Freud, but they ended up having a big schism over their conceptions of the mind. So like Freud thought the mind was the id, ego, superego. Jung broke it into like 4 parts. He had the ego, the shadow, the visagie, which is like the anima or the animus, depending on your sexual gender, and then the self. What really drew me to that Jungian psychology itself was that once you kind of understand like the base level of how Jung conceived the mind and basically unconscious drives, it helps you understand like stories a lot better, because most basic kind of story is a hero's journey, right? So a hero's journey goes into like 8 simple steps. You have a hero going from a place of comfort until a inciting incident happens. They go through a road of trials. There's usually a point where they like almost die, either physically or metaphorically, and then they return back to the place that they started from, having changed. This was all kind of distilled from what Jung believed, which is that everybody resonates with that kind of story. That's basically what Star Wars, Harry Potter are. It's that same type of hero's journey. Those stories are so popular because they play on Jungian like psychological archetypes, which is that people basically are always driven to try to get to what's called selfhood, which is like balance. And I just find that stuff really interesting because, as I was saying on the episode, like we're all being driven by these unconscious things in our heads. And if you study Jungian psychology, it's the practice of taking those unconscious drives, putting them into your conscious mind so that you can, one, better understand yourself and actually like actively change your behavior.
Basically, getting that fish on the hook.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But it's in all facts of all levels of your life. You know?
Right.
So, it's almost like if you were a teenage girl, that would be on your vision board.
Yeah, in a
I've
way,
never
yeah.
even heard of this till
Yeah.
your podcast. I was like, man, I gotta listen to that. And then I'm like, what is this? I've never heard of that before until you and Noah.
Yeah, Noah, my producer. Yeah, so it's funny because Jung. So everyone learned Freud in Psychology 101 because Freud's conception of the mind was we just have base drives. We're afraid of death. We like to eat and we like to fuck. And in a way, it's very.
Missed that part in Harry Potter.
Well, it's very well. It's because it's not the it's the other psychological model, but that type of psychology aligns really well with capitalism. It justifies your need to consume and chase very base desires. Where Jung was saying like we're all kind of a piece of this like divine tapestry, and we're looking to reintegrate ourselves to it. It's if you ever done psychedelics, like it's.
Accidentally.
When you come out of something like that, you usually don't go and start doing a bunch of crappy things. You're usually like, I need to improve myself. I need to fix X, Y, and Z.
Okay.
Jung is like pushing you towards that direction. And also he was really, the later stuff gets really crazy and like woo-woo. And he had to hide a lot of his work at the time because he thought people were going to think he was a quack.
There's a lot that goes into this. Yeah, that's not just a simple.
No, it's really deep. And
podcast,
on that
just
episode, I
words thrown
touched
out
the
there.
very basic stuff. Very basic stuff.
Oh wow, I thought that was it. I thought you summed everything up. So now this is something I gotta Google. And
It'll blow your mind, man. And there's a lot of good videos on YouTube about it now. You don't have to sit and read the books like I did. There's a lot of really good like resources that I wish I was more aware of when I was studying that stuff.
Well, I was wondering. Well, I think there's an actual question. Oh, Tyler, what would you change about yourself if you could?
I'd be shorter.
I mean, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I'm too big for my car. I'm too big for the toilet. Too big for most women.
Hey,
yeah.
My dick's small, guys. My dick's small.
Yeah, I was like, wait, small,
It's
okay.
just like the constant just bending over and everything. It sucks.
Last time someone said a joke like that, it was on the podcast. The guy was a little bigger. He's kind of the fat kind of bigger, and so it was different. It was more like I think people in the room were analyzing. Like, wait, come on, really? But seeing that, lock him in, look in your eyes too, and I believe it. So also, he said a lot of locking in the eyes and all that stuff. So a lot of the comedy and a lot of stuff we talk about, we need attention. We need it. It's a need for if we want to go somewhere. Even like, hey, go. I got viral, but I'm not trying to get attention. But yeah, if you want to go viral,
right?
You're just saying that you love it. Going attention seems more like a gay thing. The gays love the attention. So is it hard as a straight person to get the attention we deserve?
I mean, we act pretty gay, but we like girls. So I mean, like I've got a whole video series on my Insta of me in a Speedo jumped into cold water. Like, I mean, it's
so you have to kind of dip your feet in what would seem a little gay to get.
Oh,
some
100%, yeah.
I mean,
You gotta have some showmanship.
Some pageantry for sure. Well, yeah, I think people forget that stand-up is a form of theater. Yeah.
And gays are very big into the theater.
Well, yeah, it does tend to attract a lot of people that are homosexual for sure. The idea of like peacocking is the word that comes to my mind. Like anytime you're going to be in any live art, right? You are trying to command attention.
Look at me.
Absolutely.
That's what the peacock. Oh, the peacock, like your.
Yep, the peacock feathers with the Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys also. I haven't seen Tyler. You got a very nice teeth.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, this might be. Okay. Yeah, I guess. Okay, not bad either. I was thinking more, thinking of what Jack with his book here, how people are speaking and all that stuff. I thought maybe Tyler, you don't show your teeth much because you're kind of ashamed. But it doesn't seem.
Tyler's resting face is something like this.
That's what that is.
That's just how he. That's just his
with,
vibe.
The one earring thing. I used to do that, but it was because of Barry Bonds.
Oh, Barry Bonds was great.
I think it was great. You know, they really need to lay off. There's so much bad in the world that we need less. Okay.
He was a great
We
player.
need less of the making everyone bad and just get to the simple, there's more worse bad than there is the overall bad.
He just got caught.
I didn't think that was bad either.
No.
Like, pump some steroids. Good. Give them all the steroids.
He was competitive.
UFC fighters maybe should have some steroids.
Even it up, give everybody steroids.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to.
Metal bats and steroids.
No, it's mandatory. You don't get a choice. You have to take the steroids.
That would be insane.
Metal bats,
the records
steroids,
would just be broken
Okay.
everywhere.
Okay, they could have certain leagues for that, I mean,
Little league, girls league,
Roids League.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I just don't believe in pressuring everyone. But that'd be crazy. Just like how they were like, you better get the COVID shot. You better get the steroids. I want to see. Yeah, I want to see who's against that. Like they mandatory the steroids. I want to see like you get the bulked up people and the people that are all shriveled up. And then
What if they did co-ed? They only roided up the girls.
Yeah,
That would be insane.
like all the Russian athletes.
Yeah, like the boys
70s.
can't do it. Any men can't use steroids, but the women can.
we come at it. There's a time in this world now where it's like, let's just kind of F with everybody. Let's just be all about entertainment now. Stop being the.
Oh, in a post-Trump
First on the
era?
show.
In a post-Trump era, absolutely.
You know what? That's the dude right there. But you know what? We've also come to a point where I get it. I get you there because I've seen, especially after seeing the lineup of I don't know who's. Everyone's like, everyone's probably like, hey, oh, now you bash the Republicans. No, I just haven't seen definitely not a liberal, but I haven't seen the Democrat lineup. I've seen the Republicans, and I know the debates.
Yeah.
Not a fan of any of these guys, man. Really,
They're all bad picks on both sides. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, probably. I'm waiting for the crazy lineup over there.
Trump's likely to have a heart attack. Biden's likely to be assassinated by a flight of stairs.
Come on, though. You got to admit, Trump's speeches were pretty good, right? I mean, he didn't go to debate. He did his side speeches. I was feeling it.
Well, I am the best president that will ever exist. I'm going to die in office the best way on live television. It will be the best presidential death since Kennedy.
At this moment, he's got to be the best, right? Isn't he cool?
He's definitely the most entertaining. I don't think...
That's what we're going for right now, right?
I think we should have him wrestle. Fuck the election. I think we should just have him wrestle.
And I have a feeling Trump would do it.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't back down.
I mean, he has before. He's been on WWE.
Yeah.
Right.
He does not back down. So, we're just getting... Okay, we're closing things up, and we got... So I say Henry Winkler's going to be in the city next Monday. Anyone going there?
Oh no, I didn't know that. That's cool.
What do you think about Diddy? Guilty or innocent?
Guilty.
I'm gonna go with Tyler's pick because I don't know.
Final answer.
Guilty of everything?
All charges.
Do you really think he? It's funny. I'm like saying, do you really? Like, the other stuff, whatever. Sure, whatever. Like the more horrible stuff, but I don't feel like he would dangle someone out of a balcony. It's hard to like.
Suge Knight did.
Big guy. Diddy
could have paid somebody to do it. I don't think Diddy himself could have done it.
But Michael Jackson, what?
Yeah, in Berlin.
He didn't dangle. If he dangled a kid, that'd be different. I could see him dangling. He dangled that rapper Wale out the balcony.
Oh, I think Wale's a big dude too.
Yeah,
I've dangled my dingle off the balcony.
I would have believed
Different kind of crime.
But not a grown man. He just does not look that big. And I do not believe the F1, after seeing how the media told us Snoop quit marijuana when he didn't, I don't believe that F1 was a disaster in Vegas.
I think that the fact that they put these privacy barriers up, though, and basically shut down half the city, I think that's bullshit. It should be one of those things where when an event comes in, you find a way to kind of coexist with the environment, and they didn't. They had no interest in doing that.
Oh, okay. Last question, and then plugs here. Tell us about a time you bombed on stage, but not an actual bomb.
Yeah.
Like you horrible experience.
I made some Hamas jokes recently that didn't go over very well.
Okay. That works with the bombing. Yeah.
I did a gig in Oakland last month at a place called Eli's, and I don't know, the crowd was just not. So my act can get a little dark sometimes, and I think I made the mistake of coming out with the darker material too early.
Place.
Yeah, and so it was a 10-minute set. I spent the first 6 trying to win them back. I kind of figured them out by minute 7, and it was decent at the end. But yeah, real struggle.
Yeah, I realized how even long 5 minutes can be.
Yes, and don't do Hamas jokes. They bomb right now.
Slap a suicide vest on him, and you're.
Oh dear.
Muhammad was fire on the basketball court. Mark Zuckerberg didn't like that one. I got flagged every year. I get flagged for that joke, and then because the memories pop up, and he just sees that, I guess. So plugs. Last words, because we're done.
Oh, cool. Yeah. No. Thank you for having us. Absolutely. So Tyler and I run a production company called Spud Rocket.
Spud Rocket.
Okay. Yeah.
Spud
and
Rocket.
We put on comedy shows, and we have some other stuff coming down the pipeline, sketches and all that kind of stuff.
Yep. We sell weed and mushrooms at all our shows.
Oh my god. That is kind of true.
That's right.
I had to look at him to see if it was true.
And you can find us at Spud Rocket Productions on Instagram, and then that'll link to our Instagrams. We have a podcast as well, and so I have a show myself called Camacho Cast, and then we have the Spud Rocket podcast together.
You two are partners.
We are.
Yes, sir.
Available on all platforms.
It is.
That's beautiful. I don't know. That was Obama's thing for partners and all that stuff. That's going pretty well. Sounds like. And people say I don't have. I'm not good with contact, but I think it went well, right?
I had a great time, dude. I really appreciate.
Thanks for having us on.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, I feel like I watch a lot of Eric Andre.
Big fan. Good to see him next month.
I feel like I'm not that big that I don't know how to have that content like that. But Between the Ferns, I watch a lot of that stuff. So
in your case, Between the Pines.
There you go.
Your glasses. Between the Pines.
Oh gosh, come
glasses.
on, man! Now I got to keep wearing these. Okay.
All right.
Next
So
week
say
for another
I'm sorry.
episode of Between the Pines, Christmas trees. I think Pines.
Who's on next week?
I should have the rapper who was supposed to be on this week. didn't make it. So next week I should have the Louis the Loco coming next week. Look him up, Louis Loco.
Louis
Not
Loco.
the, but yeah, unless you're talking about him and to other people, it's Louis Loco. But if you're looking it up, it's Louis Loco.
Right on.
And before I hit that little button, I want to know what your cat's name is.
Oh,
Because you're
yeah.
always showing your cat, so we got to know what your cat's name is.
Yeah, my cat Amy is about to come on screen. Yeah, she's great. You know, that's a forever love right there.
And if you listen really closely, she does meow, so she does have a talking line, so she does get union scale work. For us. Here we go.
The strike is over.
Peter, Nancy, please.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
No, but you guys are going